here today with 2/3 of Team Dynamite. We've got Lance here and Haz over there, and they released an album last year, Shepherd's Delight, and they're about to go on tour with Ladi 6. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
You were already on the tour actually with Ladi 6, aren't you? Didn't it? Has it already started?
Yeah, we've kicked off the first leg
Right.
already. We did Akuda and the Mount Minui.
Nice. And so how many more you got to go now?
We got 11 more shows.
That's a pretty extensive tour, eh?
Yeah.
Well, for people that don't know too much about Team Dynamite, do you want to explain how you started? So there's 3 of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Started off as 2, it was me and Tony were the MCs, and then, long story short, we met Haz through a mutual friend, and yeah, the rest is history. That was about 7, 8 years ago.
Really? Wow, so you've been working together for that long?
Putting in work.
What I really liked, I was actually reading your bio, and what I loved was the way you're describing like the music, like something about it makes you want to hug the bus driver when he opens the door for you.
Yeah.
And
I haven't even read it.
Oh, it's amazing. And then about you and Tony meeting was like Mario meeting Luigi. Just like, yes, Super Mario references.
Yeah,
awesome.
but shout out to Tom Scott from Homebrew. You know, he's a clever man, and we knew he was good with his words, so we asked if we could write a bio, save us, you know, tooting our own horn. Seriously,
usually, you know, sometimes you read band bios and it's like, oh yeah, okay, whatever, but I read this one and went, I need to know more about these guys, so it's great to meet you. Got to say, the video clip for Coconut Lime is awesome too. How did you come up with that concept?
Me and Tony were conversing over coffee.
As you do.
A green tea, and then we had just had I don't know how it came about, just the concept of an old kung fu flick, and we were talking about it, and then the fact that, like, when we added Shea Fu into the mix, and it's like he did his old Scene 3 video, which was already like, you know, kung fu style. It'd be like the real heads will click on that. And then we got the grant from New Zealand On Air, making tracks, and just went from there. Just gave those 2 things, the idea and the money, to Eddie Fifield. Shout out to Eddie Fifield.
Hey, Eddie.
He produced it, directed it, the whole shebang.
That's awesome. And lyrically, so do you do the music, or do you all do the music? How does it work?
We all do the music.
The music.
But I produce the majority of the beats.
Okay, yeah. And so, and what kind of format? Like, are you just sampling, or what's the story?
Yeah, I'm a sample-based producer.
Yeah. Sweet.
Has more feel. Has more feeling to these electronic producers out there.
And then, so you guys, you and Tony write the lyrics between you?
Yep.
Like how? So if you're getting into the studio and you like show them some tunes, what do? Do you just start like freestyling, or do you sit there and write? You know, how do you work?
We don't freestyle, because you just spend all day freestyling, never get anything done. You know, like save that for later on. But for us personally, like me and Tony just go around to Haz's house, and he'll just start working on a beat, find the sample, and then once he's got the drums going in there, that's something for us to go off, and then we just start writing.
Cool.
So
between you and like back and forth?
So by the time he finishes the beat, we'll be almost finishing our rhymes, and I've gotten used to that, because before he used to give us a beat CD.
Oh, right, yeah.
And we'll just take it home, choose a beat and write, but now it's like, it feels like you have to be there when the beat's being made. It's easier.
Right. How did you guys end up on the Ladi 6 tour? Like, are you guys mates, or what's the story there?
I think Peter just likes me.
Yeah, sweet.
I think it was a mixture of things. Like, we did the open for Pete Rock and DJ Premier when they came at the power station.
Yeah.
And I think we're just like respectable in the green room. Like, a lot of people trash it, but we don't usually like tidy up behind ourselves like in the green room. But this time we're like, because we know our friends didn't tidy up last time, so we wanted to have a bit of contrast to that, and we did.
Awesome.
And then that was good. And I think he asked Ladi 6 and the band if they'd be keen for Team Dynamite. Yeah. And like we've like hung out with like Parks and Julian Dine and B Haru and that. So I think those 2 factors got us the tour.
So Team Dynamite and Ladi 6 event finders where you get tickets from, and I'm going to go into the tune Coconut Lime before we check it out. Very cool video clip. What's the tune about exactly? Is there a theme behind it, or is it just as it sounds?
Just as it sounds. Refreshing.
Sweet as. All right, in the words of Team Dynamite themselves, just as it sounds, refreshing, it is Coconut Lime.